So, further to my last video, introducing my new allotment on the St Anne's plots. There we go. This is my way in. It's a nice sunny day. It's not always like this. Not up here. Most of the digging was done when it was 32 in the shade during the heat wave, and now it's calmed down a bit and we've got less to do. But because I've taken it late on in the season, end of June, we've had to be quite sensible about what it is that we're going to plant and think that we can get out of it. But I was advised that lettuce is obvious, carrots and beetroot. So viewers, introducing 9 rows of carrots. Some lettuce in the top right hand corner. In actual fact it's about 1500 lettuces because the seed packet fell out my hand, and well, you don't need to know the rest anyway, but it needs weeding and thinning out a bit. I thought I'd try some broccoli, which was against advice, but I'm giving it a whack anyway. So there you go, line of broccoli with some lettuce in the foreground. We've recently got a water butt. Now, because the water comes here from a borehole, it's obviously a good idea to try and capture what you can from the sky, and so this is our best effort so far. Going to get some guttering and try and feed it down from yon hill over there, but at least we've got one. When I got the plot, other people got trees and stuff. I got a strawberry plum. I ate 8 strawberries off of it, waiting for the others to get bigger, then everything rotted and fell apart. So that's my experience with strawberries. Further down we've dug 7 terraces so far, which was an awful lot of digging. Please ignore the weeds, but down here there's 2 rows of peas. What are the peas called? Sweet snap. Oi! Sugar snap. Sugar snap peas, which I'm told are a bit sweeter, perhaps even sugary, but quicker. So they're in those terraces there. Are they? They are in those terraces there. Don't muck up my video. Right, now over here, dear viewers, is the beetroot, as previously mentioned, coming along swimmingly. And everybody else's beetroot is a yard bigger than this, because they planted it at a sensible time, but hey, this is our best effort. So, beetroot. And a few rows of lettuce at the back that were planted more sensibly than the 1500 seeds I chucked in the top right hand corner by accident over there. Here, if you'd like to ignore the weeds, we've got the salad garden with lots of stuff that we don't know what it is. Anybody that's got an app out there that can tell us how to identify a leaf of young stuff as it grows, well, we want to hear from you really, because we didn't really get the map together on where everything is, so we don't know what anything is in this plot. But we might just eat it and find out. We do, however, know that this is cress. So there you go, cress. We've no idea what this stuff is, but I was alarmed to discover the number of bloody holes in it, and yet we haven't found the culprit that's doing it yet. So I'm sat here with my shotgun ready to find out and to deal with it as and when. So we've only had this, what, 6 weeks now, and I think we should be impressed with our progress. Well, I am, and we hope you are too. Okay then, so here we are at the bottom end of the plot, looking up to everything I've just shown you. So there's much verdant green, and there's some stuff growing, but we need to be patient. Down here, in the middle of my shadow, is some shallots, which not much has happened yet, but here we go. Apparently that's a shallot. So, speaking to you in the middle of August, we want to know if there's any bloody hope at all of this getting any bigger. There should be 13 of them in there, but we'll wait and find out. Just recently dug all of this, and there's nothing in it yet apart from potential weeds and a great pile of clay underneath, but we don't want you to see any of that, and we're a bit perturbed on what we're going to plant there later on. My mate over there, taking his ease, he's been digging much with me, but neither of us can be bothered to weed much yet. The main thing to show you down here that we're really proud of is the lawn. Not many allotments have lawns, well, not in my experience anyway, but there it is. How old is that now? 3 weeks. That's a 3-week lawn, man. We've included our rockery and a path to it, and what you might also notice at the end, because when we took on the allotment there was this hole, and I wondered whether to fill in the hole or dig it out a bit further and make a pond. And as you see, viewers, we dug it out a bit further and made a pond. Cool, eh? Anyway, after digging the allotment and got a few things started this year, it is really essential to be able to hang out and relax next to the pond stroke pool on the lawn, and the bender, which is a lovely place of course to keep our garden tools. So pool, lawn, bender, diggings, the main part of the allotment. Actually, it's a really bright and sunny day today, and we've only just got here, so we haven't got round to the watering yet, but after I've made this video, that's what's going to happen next. So anyway, I just had a refreshing swig of my beer, and I wanted to tell you where we got to. That this is the bender, which we're deciding in the modern day is our summer house for hanging out between the heavy bouts of digging that has been accomplished to get this place down from the 9-foot weeds that we had to cut back and root. My mate's into roots. He's done nothing else but dig roots here. That's made the whole thing quite comfortable to be in. So we've got the hangout, the lawn and the pond, and I wanted to show you more about the pond, which is right here. Actually, at different levels you get to see different amounts of the woods from Sycamore Park down there, which I think makes a bit of an arty project and a nifty view. You will notice, dear viewers, that we've done this with a polythene, quite a thick polythene sheet, and we're still in the process of planting a lawn on the other side and an embankment on which we have planted yet another 2 kilograms of grass seed to try and hold the damn thing up and to make it look nice. And we're going to have our lower lawn, so we'll go that way next. So anyway, resuming the bit next to the pond, I wanted you to notice the frog. You're supposed to ignore the duck for a minute. The frog, which was our neighbour's moving in gift. And well, he sat there and watched the pond filled, and we hope that he might attract, well, some real ones really, which is the object of the exercise, because this is a wildlife and frog pond, although it doesn't look like it yet, but it's going to be. So hey. However, aside from the frog, I thought this might be an interesting addition, and he looks quite sweet in his element, being a duck. Unlike the frog, however, I think it's quite unlikely that any old duck is going to be fooled by this and come and join it. But in the absence of any other wildlife and wildfowl, this is all I can offer at the moment. So, having told you about the top lawn and the fact that's been going for 3 weeks now and is most definitely a lawn, so there we have the pond. So we have an upper lawn, and being a bit more middle class than the average, we now have a lower lawn. But you might notice that it's really a bunch of seeds in the earth at the moment, and so we planted this the day before yesterday and hope it's going to blend seamlessly round to the top lawn, so we can lounge and admire the vegetables as they grow from either the top lawn or the bottom lawn. So there you have it, that's the plan. We're still doing this in the middle of August, which is about 2 months too late to make a proper fest of it this year, but it is our objective to do many more refinements, both later this year for next year and in actual fact next year. And then we'll have in total, all the way down from the top of the allotment, probably 8 terraces dug and vegged, 2 verdant lawns, a hangout stroke summer house, and a pond full of wildlife, passing frogs, water boatmen, and perhaps we might even throw a fish or 2 in. My mate's got ambition for fish farming and assorted ways in which fish can live and by mechanisms grow superior vegetables. All of this is work in progress, and we just wanted you to introduce our ambitions. So viewers, there it is, a new St Anne's allotment. Hey.